I think they have to be having a really big impact. I don't see how they couldn't be. They're loaded with millions of fish that are dying of all sorts of different diseases. And there's absolutely nothing separating them from the wild salmon. The wild salmon are actually attracted to the farms. So how could they not be killing wild salmon?
Our backyard is not the road or a street, it's the channel. Our community is connected by channels. We go out in the boat when we go to dinner at our neighbor's house.
I thought it was an awesome place as a kid to grow up. We never went to school. We didn't have regular things that people in town had. We didn't have TV. We didn't have running water until I was probably 10. We didn't have electricity until I was probably 12.
Until you figured out how to put the pipe together into the house.
Yeah, until I got tired of carrying water in a bucket and decided to dig a hole in the local creek and put a little garden house.
We're out here, and this is our home. It's been our home for our whole life, so that's as much as we know in a lot of our parents' lives as well. So you notice what things are happening. So forestry issues, salmon farms, you just start keeping an eye on them, and then you start going, this doesn't make sense, this doesn't seem right. Right here, Okosola Channel is the majority of all the fish from the Fraser River come right past here in the springtime. So every year there's millions of fish come, little wee smolts come by, and it's also where they decided to put fish farms.
Or when you try like sea lice sampling in this area, and we did it for 4 or 5 years, and then we went to talk to the aquaculture habitat biologist for DFO at the time, and we're saying, well, all these wild salmon are covered in sea lice. We were getting more than 50 on one little fish from down the channel here, and you know that's not right. And the best line she could come up with was, well, DFO, we did a study, and sea lice are actually supposed to help boost the immune system of a baby pink salmon. And we're looking at these little fish that are dying. Anyone can see they're dying. They're upside down dying. So it's kind of, that's the kind of help you get. We see it with a lot of other things too. But the fish hits close to home because we live on the water. And it was an extremely important part of BC, and it still is. Everyone who's ever lived here, salmon was very important to them. So it's definitely pretty aggravating to watch them just polluting with everything from the food that they put into it and the shit coming out the bottom to the viruses and sea lice. Well, you fish too much. You overfished. Which with a lot of fisheries around the world is the case. But salmon don't live very long. They only live 4 years. So if you overfish them once, 4 years from now, you don't have any fish to fish. And this fishery went on for almost 100 years before fish farms, as soon as they came along, ended. I think if you got rid of the fish farms, I'm pretty sure the fish would bounce back a lot quicker than anyone could imagine. We've basically stopped commercial fishing in the last 20 years. There's very small openings catching a very small percentage of the fish. It's basically stopped. There's almost nobody even eating the fish on the river anymore compared to what there would have been hundreds of years ago. I think, so if you got rid of the pressures, external pressures like probably viruses killing them, sea lice, those kind of things, I think they would bounce back really, really quickly. They lay thousands of eggs per fish. You have the potential to rebound.
There was so many salmon on this coast. How do we so quickly forget that, oh, a few jobs from fish farms, it's the new norm, this is just how the world is now, the oceans can't support salmon. No, it doesn't have to be this way. It's gonna just be amazing to have salmon back on our island again.